Hey guys, so if you're new here, my name is Deb, and today we are going to be talking about what I am streaming or watching on TV. And if you're wondering why I changed the title of this video, because I used to call these videos Netflix picks, because now I watch things on multiple streaming services. I have Netflix, I have Disney Plus, and there are tons of really good free streaming services out there that all you need is an internet connection and you don't need to pay a monthly fee. So let's get started then. The first thing is, of course, The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. I've been watching season 2 of that, and my friend is holding the conspiracy palette over there right now, in case you're wondering. I keep moving things around. I put up my Nutcracker soldiers right there. I know that that's kind of pushing the holiday, but hey, if they're playing Christmas music in stores now, then I can put up my Nutcrackers. But yeah, season 2 of The Mandalorian, been watching that and love, love, love the child. He is the cutest. He really is. And I have not gotten my ColourPop the Child palette yet. It's coming all the way from California, so you know, I think they had millions. Really, I think they had millions of palettes that they sold, so I'm not surprised that it's not here yet. I think it's still going to be a while before I get it. I know everybody else has already reviewed it on YouTube, but whatever. I'm still glad that I was able to get it. So yeah, been watching The Mandalorian. And then some of the other things that I have watched recently are the first thing is a show called the Dresden Files. This is an older show from 2007, and sometimes things don't hold up that well over time. This did. The star of the show, his character's name is Harry Dresden, but if he looks familiar, it's because he used to play Quentin Lance on Arrow, Laurel Lance's father. And he was the police captain on that show, and then he was the mayor. So that was the only thing that I had ever seen him in. And when I first started watching this, I was like, oh my God, that's Quentin from Arrow. And I think that this was a much better role for him. I think that, I don't know, the character of Quentin on Arrow, it wasn't that well written or well rounded out, that character. It was always just him worrying about his daughters. And well, no, that's not true, I guess. But yeah, this gave him a lot more to do because he's the star of the show here. And so he plays Harry Dresden, and he's a wizard. But not just any old wizard. He solves crimes that are of a supernatural type situation. He works with the one of the police people, one of the people on the police force. She's a policewoman, and he works very closely with her, and he assists her when it looks like it might be a supernatural type case. At first, she's like reluctant to admit that there even is such a thing as the supernatural. So it's kind of like a Mulder and Scully situation where he's a wizard, so of course he believes, and she's like doesn't want to believe, but you know, things keep happening, and eventually you have to admit that something is real even when you don't want it to be. So anyway, I watched this on a free streaming service called MovieSphere, and it's not just on MovieSphere, it's on Plex, it's on Roku, it's on a bunch of different services, so, you know, you could watch it on whatever one you wanted to. But the show only lasted a year because it wasn't that good in the ratings, I guess. I think it originated on... I want to say Sci-Fi, but I'm not sure if that's right. Yeah, I'm not sure. I forgot to look that up, sorry. I guess it's not really that important. What's more important is where you can watch it now, right? So if you watch it on any of those services that I just talked about, you will have to watch commercials though, because they're free services, so they have to pay the bill somehow. Okay, so another show that I watched recently is Emerald City. And this was on in 2017. It only lasted for 1 year because it did not do well in the ratings. And I watched it on NBC's streaming service. Now, NBC actually has 2 streaming services now. They have their NBC One that they've always had, and they also have Peacock. Peacock is the new one. Peacock, you have to pay for certain things on it, but other things are free. And a lot of the stuff on there, you get to watch the first episode of something for free, and then you have to pay going forward. So they give you like a little taste to see if you like it. I watched this on the NBC one, so you don't have to pay at all to watch this if you watch it on NBC. It's also on Oxygen, USA, Bravo, Sci-Fi. It's on a bunch of streaming services, but I watched it on NBC. So what this is, Emerald City, of course. And the reason why I say that is if you watched my book video, then you know that I'm all about anything that has to do with the Wizard of Oz. So this is a very loose interpretation, though. This is, very loosely based on the movie and or / the books. They changed a lot of things, and at first that kind of bugged me, but then I thought, well, no, let's give it a chance and let's see what they can do with this. So just like with every other show that I watch on streaming services, the more you watch it, the more you get sucked into it and you want to see what's going to happen next, because they definitely put their own spin on things. The only recognizable actor on the show was the Wizard. The Wizard was played by Vincent D'Onofrio, and if you are not familiar with his work, he is a very good actor that always plays somebody that is borderline crazy. He always plays the most outrageous characters, but he's good at it. So, what does that make you wonder? Yeah, he's definitely been typecast as the crazy guy. But he was Wilson Fisk on Daredevil, if you watch that. He's on that new show, Ratched, that's on Netflix. I haven't watched that yet, and I don't know if I'm going to, because that kind of stuff, it's about Nurse Ratched from Psycho? Was it One? No, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That's what it was. So it's based in a mental hospital, and there's a lot of like them torturing the patients and giving them lobotomies and stuff. So, ooh, boy, that kind of stuff really creeps me out. So I don't know. I probably won't end up watching that. But, there's different types of scary, Some types of scary I can handle, but that kind of stuff, ooh, that really gets me. So anyways, Vincent D'Onofrio plays the Wizard, and he does a good job with it, just like he does with all the other stuff that he plays. And but he's the only face that I recognized in the cast. The rest of the people, I had never seen them in anything before. But they took a lot of liberties. They changed a lot of things about the story and put their own spin on it. So, like I said, at first I didn't like that, but then as I went along, I was like, all right, this is different. This is interesting. And I ended up watching the whole thing. So that show was originally on 2017, and it's not for kids, by the way. There's some really scary things in there that kids should definitely not be watching. I don't want to tell you because that would you know, give away plot points and stuff. But yeah, don't let any kids watch this. This is not a children's version. Although it was on regular TV originally, and I can't believe that they showed that stuff on regular TV. But maybe it was on like late at night, like 10 o'clock or something like that. But yeah. So I watched that, and that was good. I would recommend all these things, by the way: The Mandalorian, Dresden Files, and Emerald City. And by the way, Dresden Files is also based on books. I have not read those, and I don't know if I will. I'm not sure, but that's how I found out about that show, because I was researching the books, and then I saw by, you know, Googling it that there was also a TV show. So, okay. And then the thing that I'm watching right now is season 7 of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. If you watch this show, did you watch last year, season 6? I didn't like that season. I was really disappointed in that. I didn't like the storyline. I didn't like what they did with Phil Coulter's character. I didn't like that at all. This year's season makes a lot more sense. It is the final season. So I'm so glad that so far, because I've just started watching season 7, but I'm so glad that I gave it a chance, because after last season's disaster, I wasn't sure how it was going to be. I figured I would watch an episode and see how it went. But yeah, I can tell that this is going to be a good season, and they're going to go out with a bang on a high level of quality. But anything that has Marvel's name attached to it, I love all that stuff. When it comes to Marvel versus DC Comics, I'm definitely in the Marvel camp. That was one of the reasons why I subscribed to Disney Plus. It was because I wanted to watch The Mandalorian, but it was also because I knew all the future Marvel stuff going forward was going to be on Disney Plus. They've got a show in development right now that I think when's it going to be released? Sometime next year, based on the character of Loki, and Tom Hiddleston that plays Loki. He's such a talented actor. So that's going to be a great show, but there's a whole bunch of other new stuff coming that looks really good too. But anyways, yeah, Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7 is what I'm currently watching and really enjoying. So that is it, you guys. That is what I've been watching. I recommend all these things that I just talked about. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because I separated my videos. I used to do videos called What I'm Reading and Streaming or something like that. So they're separate now. So the books are a video and the streaming is a video. So now I'll be able to look at the numbers and see which ones people like the most, or which ones people don't like that maybe I shouldn't even bother doing. But I know a lot of people used to like my Netflix picks videos, but you know, there's other things out there besides Netflix. So oh, did I say Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I watch on Netflix. So but yeah, there's a lot of different ways to watch TV nowadays. So that's it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.